Personal Journey Overcoming Anxiety. Anxiety weighing heavy? Lighten the load with our support. This course set me on the path to success. Don't wait. Begin your journey today. Comment ready.
This here is a video about how to win at life, tips and tools. I must see. Nevertheless, let's get straight into it. Let me know how you feel about it after we get through.
Will return to him what he gave. Jesus. Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Read by Sarah Partridge. Originally self-published 1925. This recording is a production of the Master Key Society. Chapter 1. The Game. Most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle. It is a game. It is a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without the knowledge of spiritual law, and the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Giving and receiving. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This means that whatever man sends out in word or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. If he gives criticism, he will receive criticism. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated.
Make the most of your summer by saving on Corsair Plus. Get 40% off a year of access.
Also, that the imaging faculty plays a leading part in the game of life. Keep thy heart, or imagination, with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. This means that what man images sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. I know of a man who feared a certain about it until it manifested in his body, and he died, the victim of distorted imagination. So we see, to play successfully the game of life, we must train the imaging faculty. A person with an imaging faculty trained to desire of his heart, health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self-expression, his highest ideals. The imagination has been called the scissors of the mind, and it is ever cutting. Workings of his mind. The Greeks said, know thyself. There are 3 departments of the mind. The subconscious. The subconscious is simply power without direction. It is like steam or electricity, and it does what it is directed to do. It has no power of induction. Whatever man feels deeply or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minutest detail. For example, she dressed a long black veil, and people thought she was very clever and amusing. She grew up and married a man with whom she was deeply in love. In a short time, he died, and she wore black and a sweeping veil for many years. The picture of herself as a widow was impressed upon the subconscious mind, and in due time worked itself out, regardless of the havoc created. The conscious mind has been called mortal or carnal mind. It is the human mind and sees life as it appears to be. It sees death, disaster, sickness, poverty, and limitation of every kind, and it impresses the subconscious. The superconscious mind is the God mind within each man and is the realm of perfect ideas. In it is the perfect pattern spoken of by Plato, the divine design, for there is a divine design for each person. There is a place that you are to fill and no one
That's
else
something I
can fill, something you are to do,
talk about a lot.
which no one
Mental
else
health.
can mind.
That's why I'm playing this video. Like go hand in hand, and everything that I do all goes hand in hand. So I'm gonna play the video, but I just want to let y'all understand why I'm playing this and why it makes sense. So what else I got going on? And this is a friend of mine that he just left. But yeah, I just wanted to play a little bit of this. What up, bro? This is a book about psychology, how to win through life.
Hey brother, can I give you a recommendation? I don't know if it's possible. Are you able to turn up your StreamYard's volume? Because on YouTube it's way louder, but on here it's lower. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Let me know if
I
it's
don't
different.
know, because I can barely hear you.
Usually flashes across the conscious as an unattainable ideal,
Maybe I'm tripping.
something
My
too
bad.
good to be true. In reality, it is man's true destiny or destination flashed to him from the infinite intelligence which is within himself. Many people, however, are in ignorance of their true destinies and are striving for
What
things
about
and
now?
situations which do not belong to them and would only bring failure and dissatisfaction if attained.
Well, I can barely hear it.
For
I don't know if
example,
I'm tripping. I'm just
a woman
saying
came
it
to
because
me
I
and
think other
asked me
people
to
might
speak the
not be
word
able to hear
that she
you.
would meet a man with
But they
whom she
might be
was
on
very much in
YouTube, so
love.
maybe they
She
can
called
probably hear
him
you fine.
AB.
My
I
bad.
replied that this would be a violation of spiritual law, but that I would speak the word for the right man, the divine selection, the man who belonged to her. I added, if AB is the right man, you
Yeah.
can't lose him. And if he isn't, you will receive his equivalent. She saw AB frequently, but no headway was.
You could just be
One
my
evening, she
microphone.
called and said, "Do you know, for the last week, AB hasn't seemed so wonderful to me." I replied, "Maybe he is not the divine selection. Another man may be the right one." Soon after that, she met another man who fell in love with her at once and who said she was his ideal. In fact, he said all the things that she had always wished AB would say to her. She remarked, "It was quite uncanny." She soon returned his love, all interest in AB. This shows the law of substitution. Therefore, there was no loss or sacrifice involved. Jesus Christ said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." And he said the kingdom was within man. The kingdom is the realm of right ideas, or the divine. Jesus Christ taught that man's words played a leading part in the game of life. By your words, ye are justified, will have brought disaster into their lives through idle words. For example, a woman once asked me why her life was now one of poverty, of limitation. Formerly, she had a home, was surrounded by beautiful things, and had plenty of money. We found she had often tired of the management trunk. She had spoken herself into a trunk. The subconscious mind has no sense of humor, and people often joke themselves into unhappy experiences. For example, a woman who had a great deal of money joked continually about getting ready for the poorhouse. In a few years, she was almost destitute, having impressed the subconscious mind with a picture of lack and limitation. Fortunately, the law works both ways, and a situation of lack may be changed to one of plenty. For example, a woman came to me one hot summer's day for a treat, dejected and discouraged. I said, "Good, we'll bless the $8 and multiply them as Jesus Christ multiplied the loaves and the fishes. For he taught that every man had. She said, "What shall I do next? I anything or to go anywhere." Intuition means intuition or to be taught from within. It is man's unerring guide. I will deal with its laws in a following chapter. The woman replied, "I don't know. I seem to have a hunch to go home. I've just enough money for car fare." Her home was in a distant city and was one of lack and limitation, and the reasoning mind or intellect would have said, "Stay in New York and get work and make some money." I replied, "Then go home. Never violate a hunch." I spoke the following words for her: "Infinite Spirit, open the way for great abundance." She is an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to her by divine right. I heed it continually also. She left for home immediately. In calling on a woman one day, she linked up with an old friend of her family. Through this friend, she received thousands of dollars in a most miraculous way. She has said to me often, "Tell people about the woman who came to you with $8 and a hunch." There is always plenty on man's pathway, but it can only be brought into manifestation through desire, faith, or the spoken word. Jesus Christ brought out clearly that man must make the first move. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money.
Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7:7. In the scriptures we read, "Concerning the works of my hands, command ye me." Infinite intelligence, God, is ever ready to carry out man's smallest or greatest demands. Every desire, uttered or unexpressed, is a demand. We are often startled by having a wish suddenly fulfilled. For example, one Easter, having seen many beautiful rose trees in the florist's windows, I wished I would receive one, and for an instant saw it mentally being carried in the door. Easter came, and with it a beautiful rose tree. I thanked my friend the following day and told her it was just what I had wanted. She replied, "I didn't send you a rose tree. I sent you lilies." The man had mixed the order and sent me a rose tree simply because I had started the law in action, and I had to have a rose tree. Nothing stands between man and his highest ideals and every desire of his heart but doubt and fear. When man can wish without worrying, every desire will be instantly fulfilled. I will explain more fully in a following chapter the scientific reason for this and how fear must be erased from the consciousness. It is man's only enemy: fear of lack, fear of failure, fear of sickness, fear of loss, and a feeling of insecurity on some plane. Jesus Christ said, "Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?" Matthew 8:26. So we can see we must substitute faith for fear is only inverted faith. It is faith in evil instead of good. The object of the game of life is to see clearly one's good and to obliterate all mental pictures of evil. This must be done by impressing the subconscious mind with a realization of good. A brilliant man who has attained great success told me he had suddenly erased all fear from his consciousness by reading a sign which hung in a room. He saw printed in large letters this statement, "Why worry? It will probably never happen." These words were stamped indelibly upon his subconscious mind, and he has now a firm conviction that only good can come into his life. Therefore, only good can manifest. In the following chapter, I will deal with the different methods of impressing the subconscious mind. It is man's faithful servant, but one must be careful to give it the right orders. Man has ever a silent listener at his side, his subconscious mind. Every thought, every word is impressed upon it and carried out in amazing detail. It is like a singer making a record on the sensitive disc of the phonographic plate. Every note and tone of the singer's voice is registered. If he coughs or hesitates, it is registered also. So let us break all the old bad in the subconscious mind, the records of our lives which we do not wish to keep, and make new and beautiful ones. Speak these words aloud with power and conviction. I now smash and demolish by my spoken word every untrue record in my subconscious mind. They shall return to the dust heap of their native nothingness, for they came from my own vain imaginings. I now make my perfect records through the Christ within, the records of health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. This is the square of life, the game completed. In the following chapters, I will show how man can change his conditions by changing his words. Any man who does not know the power of the word is behind the times. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Chapter 2. The Law of Prosperity. Yea, the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. One of the greatest messages given to the race through the scriptures is that God is man's supply, and that man can release through his spoken word all that belongs to him by divine right. Isaiah said, My word shall not return unto me void, but shall accomplish that whereunto it is sent. We know now that words and thoughts are a tremendous vibratory force, ever molding man's body and affairs. A woman came to me in great distress and said she was to be sued on the month for $3,000. She knew no way of getting the money and was in despair. I told her God was her supply, and that there is a supply for
By
every
the way, I can
demand.
hear you if you're still
So
there.
I
I have to
spoke
go
the
on
word.
to a different
I
browser.
gave thanks that the woman would receive $3,000.
Can you hear me fine? Or I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Maybe it's just glitching out. I don't know what. Oh, you're muted right now. Oh, okay. If you're just trying to do a lesson, I'll just yeah. I got you.
Yeah, my bad. I'm like, well, I thought I was talking.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
you
is
hear me
that
though?
why you couldn't hear me, bro? Or oh wait, never mind. I was having actual audio issues, my dude. My speaker volume was like minimum.
Oh, yeah, I just turned my volume up too.
Oh, okay, then that was probably it. My bad, G. I don't know. It's all good.
Dang,
Yeah,
I
I just
missed your live earlier.
because I don't I'm sorry I wasn't always like on live with I like to go live with you, but that was a good lesson. I'm glad you're reading the scriptures and everything, bro.
Yeah, I got a book for every day of the year. I plan to just do that if anything else.
That's a good idea. I actually have books like that too. Like daily are you talking about daily verses?
Yeah, kind of like a daily bread. I used to have the daily breads, but
Yeah, you know you can
I
get the
don't get the
Bible
updated ones.
get the Bible app on your phone as well, brother. But
Yeah, I
oh you're
things like that though, like little handy books, like the
yeah.
yeah, I read from my little book.
Yeah, Proverbs is a very good
I got a
book.
few other books as well.
Yeah, Proverbs is very good for wisdom. So yeah, you're on point, brother. I had
Yeah, if you
I had a
want to,
nice
we can start.
I'm actually gonna go put my chair in here real quick. And by the way, it's a little bit laggy, so I'm not talking over you. By the way, my bad. All respect, brother.
Okay, that's more than likely coming from my end. My connection always bad, but it's always about making money online. I want to learn how.
I was listening. Sorry, I had my chair in the other room, but my bad. I can still hear you.
Oh, no, you good. But
Well, I
yeah,
just
after I read my book,
but yeah.
After I read from my my daily inspiration book, if you want to read the verses that come with it, and then we could talk about like how they coincide.
Okay. Do you want to tell me what you got, basically?
Yeah. All right, I'm finna go to the verse for today, and then will I go to
By the way,
the
am I allowed to vape on stream?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
They say like anything, at least like after 7 minutes, I guess, like after the loan.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you what verses, and then I'll read, and then you can read the verses after that.
Okay.
So
Do
you
you
can
want me to
find
get
it.
my Bible? Are we talking about Bible?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to Proverb or what? Or do what is it?
I'm gonna give you the verses now. John, it's two books. The first one is John chapter 15.
Um, okay. Yeah, my bad. I'm a little slow right now because I don't know where everything is in the Bible, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have read a lot of it, but I still can't remember all the time.
Now you good. I got my phone on my other hand. I could do the ones on my phone too.
Okay. Here, let me skip a few hundred. Hold up. 1441. I think it's. You said John chapter what exactly?
It's in the New Testament though. I'm sure.
Oh, I know. I'm at John. I just forgot what chapter.
Chapter 15,
Oh,
verse 11.
so are you gonna read it first or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna read from the inspiration, and then we're gonna see how it coincides with the actual verses in the Bible that it's referencing to.
Okay.
And then I'll read the second verse, which is come from Corinthians.
Okay.
So this is the reading for today, July 8th, 2025.
Wow.
When you seek my face, put aside thoughts of everything else. I am above all, as well as all in all. Your communion with me transcends both time and circumstances. Be prepared to bless bountifully by my presence, for I am a God of unlimited abundance. Open wide your heart and mind to receive more and more of me. When your joy in me meets joy in you, there are fireworks of heavenly ecstasy.
Oh, brother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were talking about First John, right?
Nah, John, just regular John.
Oh, dang it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you, bro. I just wanted to see if, because I just was there and actually, here, let me flip through it quick. God. My bad.
Oh no, you good.
So,
That's how you find out. Ask
chapter
questions.
15,
Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
forgot
that.
to ask what verse. My bad.
It's chapter 15, verse 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. I did. Sorry, it was just glitching so hard. I kind of got geeked out.
Oh no, you good.
Verse 11. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. My bad. My bad, brother.
This is eternal here, a tiny foretaste of what awaits you in life to come. Now you see only a poor reflection as in a mirror, but then you will see face to face. And then you can read from John 15.
John 15. 15. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Because, wait, what version Bible do you have, by the way?
This it doesn't say any version. This just is a let me see.
Do I have to go and see? Well, you said John chapter 15, verse 11. I'm going to.
The New International Version. So these are in the national version of the Bible.
Okay. So where did you want me to read from again?
John chapter 15, verse 11.
Oh, you want me to actually read that? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you talking about these things I have spoken?
Yeah, just verse 11.
Right. But you're saying these things I have spoken unto you? Is that the verse, right?
Um, I haven't looked it up. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm just doing something stupid right now, but I don't know.
Yeah, these things I have spoken to you.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
That's cool.
okay, I'm back on program. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might might remain in you, and that your joy might be full.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And that
Okay.
does reference to what I just read about when your joy in me meets joy in the fireworks of heavenly ecstasy. This is eternal life here and now, a tiny foretaste of what awaits you in life to come. And another verse that reference that verse is First Corinthians 13, 12. And let me see my bad. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, clarity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. That was kind of hard to read because my phone pretty small words on there, but it just reminded me of a video I just played about near death experiences when he was talking about he was having an out of body experience and he knew himself in whole. How did you know yourself in parts? And then he was like, he don't, you know, differently when you're out of the body. You don't think as a human being. You don't think as, you know, the human does. You have different feelings, different emotions, different priorities and whatnot. But
Oh, I got you back. Wait, do I?
nevertheless, it was about just being whole, knowing your whole self and how you're part of the universe and how everything is one. And that was pretty dope.